from Texas, but I see Texas is a weird place because that's right there.
Hi everybody, Suzy Q here and welcome to Q Aquatics and Exotics. I'm sorry for just starting busted out laughing, but I'm still just texting Aquafunk. I thought he said chain pickles. Chain pickerel. I got it. Yeah, now that's some funny stuff. I'm sorry. I guess I don't know too much about the North American.
That's right there.
What's that? Is that him still? Yeah. I just don't know too much about North American cichlids, so that's funny. So how is everybody today? Is it hot enough for you? Ay, ay, ay. So I was glad I was able to set up because they were talking about rain, of course, all weekend. I'm just very happy they haven't yet. So let's see. Chewy was in the chat earlier today, like when I first set up the stream. Now, to be perfectly honest, I probably set up over a dozen live streams today and went live in private mode just to make sure that I could get on and do it. So that was, and every time I was very worried that it wasn't private because I was in my room playing around with it and I turned around, my bed wasn't made yet. I was like, maybe I'll just make my bed first before I go playing around like that, just in case. So Scott, hello and thank you. Right now, see I'm holding up my phone. I'm gonna hold up my phone here. Maybe I can see the chat. See if I can keep it out of the way of the camera and see the chat. 54 punchies in the house. This is awesome. One fish, two. Wait, I gotta do it with my hands. One fish, two fish. ROC. What's up, Liz? I know you worked real hard today. I'm glad you were able to get home in time and got home safely. Chain pickerel, yes. And Chewy's back in the house. Hey, Chewy. Chewy. Oh, Candy. Hi, Candy. Thank you so much because I was following Aquafunk and he said well, I had 6 more minutes, so I wasn't even worried about it. And then you posted that it was 7:01. I'm like, I'm going to listen to your clock. Oh, thank you, Mr. B. Thank you very much. And she's on. And I don't know what that noise is, but it should stop. Deemer! What's going on? Oh. Okay, it's funny that this noise just turned on. And one of the topics I wanted to talk about I was going to say follows up on Scott's topic. But, because that's John. And he just now decided to turn on the leaf blower and clean out the garage. And I'm torn to tell him to stop. So please let me know if you guys can hear this leaf blower in the background, because I will ask him to stop in a heartbeat. That was cool. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Hey, Shelby. And Mr. B, thank you for posting that. Fountain Aquatics is in the house. Not Nola Jane, Pam. So I know someone's vacuuming, that's what it is. I won't be able to get his attention unless I throw a rock at him. Oh, here we go. Close your ears for a second. Okay, just had to do that. See if I could get his attention while he stopped for the 1 second. Hopefully he heard me. But that's too funny. Quantum Stars in the house. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, because I get a little confused sometimes. Quantum Star, that's you, Melvin, right? Just gotta make sure before I go saying, hey, Melvin. You heard it, but it's okay. You're very kind, Mr. V. So, my first introduction to this topic, even though I live it all the time, was when Susan from SLC Aquatics had the Valentine's, where the couples came on and we were having a big struggle actually getting onto the Google Hangout. And we were watching Mr. and Mrs. B They were on it. Susan and her husband were on it. Chris and his wife was on it. And John and I were trying to get on it. And by the time we got on it, thank goodness the game was over. Because there were some very deep questions that I don't know how we would have answered. That's all I'm going to say. But even some of the things he was saying was eye-opening on my part. You know, and I know he was trying to be like off the cuff about it and stuff, but it was like, when two people are not in that same, and did I mention what topic I was talking about? That's how my brain works. That's how my brain works, all scattered. I'm following up on Scott's topic, even though his topic hasn't happened. Can you follow up? Preluding? But I'm taking it in a different direction a little bit, because we're both not really in the hobby for fish keeping. When I asked him if we could have a tank at his house, he said yes, as long as it was salt water. So he's okay with that. He supports me with my fish keeping hobby. The part where we run into trouble a lot is the YouTube, being a fish tuber. The amount of time being a fish tuber. He's not big on social media, so the amount of time that I put in supporting my fellow fish tubers, the research that I'm doing online, it just always seems like I'm on the phone or looking up something or on YouTube or editing. And it's hard for me because I'm in it, like I'm deep in it. So it's hard for me to see, am I not balanced in it and I do too much in it, and I don't want this to be something that I find out a year down the road, looking hindsight, after I've burnt out and John and I are like at odds with each other. I don't want to wait that long to find out. And I don't know, like, what is a good barometer for that? So I know a lot of us fish tubers are in relationships, whether they're in the hobby or not. Being a fish tuber for me, let me explain some of my day. And I know a lot of you who do the same thing I do, and I'll look at the chat in a second. A lot of you who do the same thing I do, it has the same struggles. So I'll wake up in the morning and I'm coming out for early morning by this pond, and this is where I do my morning meditation. I get to connect, center, with my cup of coffee, and I absolutely love it. And it's a time for me to like just stop and listen. But I also have my camera on me just in case I see some amazing B-roll that I might need, or a turtle is climbing out using the leaf as I just always have it on me just in case, or my phone. So that's how like I start my day. Even during my meditation, I'm ready for it. I'm ready for some B-roll. I'm ready for, and then because there's such a problem with iPhone storage, I'm constantly running to my computer, uploading pictures, data, videos, that kind of thing. Then I usually head to work. And while I'm at work, I try to give it as much as I can. Although I do take like smoke breaks, but I don't smoke. I take some breaks, and let's say the last couple of weeks has been the African mud skipper. I'm doing a lot of research on the African mud skipper any chance I get. So if I get a 10-minute break between meetings, I'll look something up, and then I'll have to write it down or put it in my notes because I'm going to be making a video on it, or because I want to learn more on it and want to know who are the experts in the field. So it's a lot. And while I'm at work, there's a lot of things I have. There's like 6 things I can do when I get out of work. That's good. And then I'll bang them out. And then I'll come home from work, and if that's not the same agenda that's going on, it makes it very hard for me to say, oh, I just have to look this one thing up. So sometimes I don't look it up. So it does seem like I'm constantly researching, taking notes, uploading video, footage, B-roll, editing pictures. I'm constantly watching live streams of channels I support, and this I stop, choose my words. But I think that's very important. I think to me, the camaraderie with the fish keeping people that I've met online in the fish tube world and the fish keeping people I've met in real life with my local fish clubs, these are some amazing people. In any relationship you have with anybody, you have to put effort towards it. So that I don't have a problem with. If I'm supporting somebody's live stream or adding my 2 cents in or making sure I'm watching their ads and not skipping them because I can't financially donate, but if you watch the ads, it's the same as financially donating to that channel. So I make sure I run the ads, I watch the videos, I try to comment. You know, if I'm driving and listening to it as a podcast, I can't always comment. I have in the past said, "Hey Siri, leave a comment, type this," but my Hey Siri came up. That's funny. But so I don't think we have any issues with being in the fish keeping hobby. Me immersed in it, submersed in it, pun intended. And John has a saltwater tank and he absolutely loves it, so that's cool. He likes the fact that I have a hobby and that I'm self-sufficient and I'm not constantly, what are you doing? Can we do this? Can you do that? What do you like? He likes that part of it very much. Autonomous is a good word. It's the social media aspect of it. And some things don't always come easy to me. So learning how to edit film, learning how iMovie works. Oh my gosh, learning how to do a green screen. Liz knows, like I went out into the dollar store and got this green tablecloth and I was setting it up and trying to make it like as professional as possible, and I got tangled up in it and I tripped. It was comical. It was comical. It wasn't it was comical. But these things I'm learning. I'm all at the entry level, so of course I have to get some experience in at it, practice at it. I keep trying at it, but that also means I take courses online. I went to the Apple store to learn, why is my iPhone always saying it's full? Why isn't the cloud, which I have 2 terabytes, why isn't the iCloud helping me with storage? Like, I actually went to the Apple store where they have free lessons. How do you use iMovie? I went to the Apple store and signed up for the free lessons. So I'm engaged that way a lot more than just the hobby. And I think that's where some issues have been coming up between John and myself, is the amount of time and the dedication that I have to YouTube. So I'm going to look at the chat for a few minutes because I just totally missed the chat but I wanted to say that because it's a struggle. It's definitely not a struggle being in the hobby together, except for the fact that he knows how much everything costs. That's a bit of a problem. I can't come home and say, oh yeah, I got this fish for $10. He knows. But not that I would do that. So let's see here. And I'm sorry if I was babbling. I just had to say that aspect of it, because I know the aquarium hobby is all about the fish. I know that. But I am falling in love with the fish tubers as well. With this whole journey that I'm on, making videos. Like when I was looking at Scott's from King and Queen Cichlids, the photos that he was taking, the creativity that he's diving into, that's just not aquarium. That's just another passion. You can see that passion in the film. That's what I'm trying to create. That's what I want to create. Am I there? Not even close. I can barely splice 2 pieces together where it looks smooth. It's still like a jerky and the sound goes up and down. So that's going to take a practice, but it takes up a lot of time. And Shelby's in the house, so now I'm looking at my phone so I can see the chat. Is my phone in the way? I hope not. I am here too. Okay, I'm way at the beginning, so I'm going to read through. Oh, sorry I missed your stream this morning. Dee, I was so thrilled that I actually got a chance to jump on. I don't know what I do at that time. Here it's 12 noon. I was dancing around like a little kid at Christmas. I was like, Dee, I'm alive. So that was funny. And your daughter is adorable. I worry about bringing Zoe on here sometimes, because there's, the internet. And I think of Jeff Rose and him getting that Joker call. And then King and Queen is saying, "Hey, my beautiful family." Oh, it is. It's my fish tube family. It is my fish family online. I love it. I love it, and I'm willing to put effort into that as well. That's what I was talking about. Oh my gosh, is my squirrel behind me again? Oh no, that was me. Shiny thing. Oh my gosh, everybody on the chat is talking to each other. That's awesome. So that was Melvin in the house. Thank you. Quantum Star. I got a little confused, Melvin. I'm sorry. Tampa Tom's in the house. Everybody said hi to Tampa. Oh no, Suzy, you need to tell me when that is so I don't call and interrupt anything. See, here's a problem with reading the chat after. Oh, no, Liz. My time with you in the morning on the phone, I value. I treasure that time. We get to connect. No. That, too. Top of the list, top of the priority, just so you know, Miss Elizabeth. That. People. I did something now. I'm an Episcopalian and I practice Lenten behaviors every year and I try to carry it over. And something I did in 1998, 99, it was in that time frame. I had incorporated something into my life that you would think is a no-brainer, but for someone like me, it was not. And what I incorporate is people first. People first. And it sounds so easy, but implementing that during that Lenten period was really tough because it's not the things, it's not the events, people first, people first. And I kept that with me. And I kept that with me for the rest of my life, and I practice that all the time. So Elizabeth, our time together in the morning on the phone while we're both rushing to work, it's treasured. So don't even think twice about that. Let's see. That is how I got my hubby into the tube too, Mr. B. Oh, Mrs. B is such a love. She's such a joy. She just seems so upbeat all the time. Always chatting, yeah. Chatting or working on an issue. So, Dee, what is your husband's name? Piranha? I know he does the pipes and he does the metal finding things. That's awesome. You both have YouTube. John did a YouTube couple videos. He works on his truck a lot. And he was implementing something with the LED lights to go with the ignition. So I helped him edit it. That was fun. I would love to work on a channel with him. I would love that. You know, and it's funny. I'll just see, Cheery. Life is a balance. See, that balance, moderation, those are foreign concepts to someone like me. And I know I'm not alone, but someone like me who is a very deep down to my core, selfish, self-centered, egotistical person trying not to be. It's really hard. I'm a recovering drug addict and alcoholic. I think most of my viewers know that. And I work every day on that. I work every day at serving the Lord, serving people, not myself. But let me tell you, those veins run deep. So, but thank you. Yeah, it is a balance. It's just, I don't balance a whole lot of anything. Let's get this tanks as a hobby. I love asking John's opinion. Yep. Yes, Miss Elizabeth, 1,000 subscribers. So he's going to do it anyway. That's okay. As long as it's not bothering you guys. Because he knows I'm on a live, he just has no concept of how important it is to me. Not that it's important to me, but he's doing his thing. Maria. Is Maria Emma's mom? Emma is the most adorable little thing ever. Ever. Isn't she? Ah, Benoxky's in the house. And Low Life. Yeah. Oh, the like button is good. Madfish Diva! Hey, girl! I am listening as I sit here with my family, but I had to say this is a great topic. It hit really deep. When I heard what Scott's topic was going to be, and I was listening to JH while I was doing my water changes and thinking about a whole lot of things I wanted to put a little twist on it because it touched me so much. It's my life. It's my struggle. It's absolutely a passion. And now, like John told me right before the live stream, it might be a struggle, but the struggles don't define us. It's how we handle the struggles that's going to help us, be stronger as a couple. And that was like, oh, wow, I love you, babe. Go ahead, vacuum. No, I wish he was vacuuming. It's not vacuuming. It's leaf blowing the garage. But if I could get a leaf blower in my house, he would leaf blow the whole house for me. Rounded Rob is in the house. Hey, Rounded. They're plants too. Low life, you are so true. I actually sing to my plants as well, so absolutely. Plants are people too. Plants are living. I say that about my reptiles. Reptiles are people too. They're not. Oh my gosh. That's good to hear. What is good to hear? What am I missing? We are good. Oh, yes. How great is that? Congratulations, Candy. I was crying watching your son ring that bell. And again, and again. And then you went, oh my gosh. And then you went and celebrated. Very, very blessed. I'm telling you, that is amazing. That is very awesome. Perspective. You can't get too involved, distracted, or you can get. See, and that's where if I've lost my perspective, I don't know it. I'm not the first to know. And I certainly don't want to hurt the people around me. And I would love to know how other people handle making videos. And do they segment out specific time and treat it like a job? I would hate to start looking at it like a job, because right now this journey I'm on, I'm absolutely loving it. It's like I feel like I'm going to college and I'm learning new things every day. So I don't want to stop. But if I need to moderate or balance, then somebody might need to. See, I guess that's something I'm supposed to know myself, and I don't know if I'm going to pick that up. And you're right, it is a great way to spread knowledge. My thing is, though, I can't even use that as a thing, because I'm not spreading knowledge. I'm spreading my experience. It is very different things. If you were like an 8-year-old kid coming into the hobby for the first time, I might have more experience than you. But I've only been keeping fish a little over a year, almost 2 years. I'm learning, and I'm loving, and I'm learning. So I'm not sharing knowledge. I'm sharing my good, bad, and ugly. And if it's work for me, it might go against all the rules. So that's why I don't like people thinking like I'm not sharing good know-how. It was good to see you this morning. It was good to see you, Dee, this morning. I saw you. You didn't get to see me, but I saw you. How's your snake doing? Your king snake, right? You have a California king snake? It's difficult to find balance for sure. I don't make videos, but give a lot of my time. Oh my gosh, Candy, I do not know how you do what you do. And I know I only see what I see, but I see you always working it. Always working it. And like a pro, not like spot on. It just amazes me. It amazes me that I feel like I see you in so many streams doing so many amazing things on Facebook pages or groups. I don't know how you do it. That's a lot. That's probably takes up the same amount of time that I'm doing with the editing and the videos. See, definitely juggle a lot. I did quit my nighttime job. I was a piano teacher for 5 and 6 year olds at a music school on 2 nights a week. And that was a lot because I worked full time and I was really getting submersed into fish tube. And I really, something had to give. And I want to make this work. So if I can get monetized and make fish, the YouTube, like income like the same amount as that part-time job, like that's a win-win all around. And doing something I'm absolutely enjoying. But I gotta remember too is besides the people first, the fish come first. So I don't go out and buy big fish, different fish, crazy fish, just to do a video on fish, and then like I can't. My fish are like my pets, my babies. But I do buy a lot of stuff. I do acquire a lot of stuff, I should say. Some people surrender them to me. Sometimes I save them. And I can't even talk about the Oscar incident and that I couldn't save them. This lady at the store just, oh, it's a cichlid, it's a cichlid. I'm like, I can't even go into it because that's going to hurt my heart. So, cute. The bridge still looking good. The fish are big under there. Don't they look good? Let me tell you a funny story. And I'm going to, small fry. Says, working to be successful fish tuber, would you say live streams are the difference? No. Live streams, for me, it's just anxiety level and learning how to set up the live. The live is like a no-brainer because what I say, and I can't go back and fix it. I can't go back and edit it. I do a different kind of, I'm sitting here chatting by my pond. I'm just talking. What the King and Queen Cichlids does, that's a formatted live stream. So their live stream, he puts a lot more effort, a lot more energy into it. And you can tell the difference with me just sitting around chit-chatting with everybody, getting to know everybody, talking with everybody, off the cuff, whatever anybody's talking about, versus he has some very structured and really amazing things. Like, and if you've seen his live streams, you can tell the effort that's put into those kind of live streams versus what I'm doing. What I wanted to do is, I had been doing for almost 2 years, over 200 videos, 2 videos a week since I started YouTube. Since I decided to start YouTube. I started YouTube in like 2012 just so I could like somebody's comment. I think it was a little 5-year-old singing. But 200 videos. I didn't know, when I went to Aquatic Experience and met face-to-face people and talked to people, it was like, what? And met like Racing's girlfriend and Kripke and Deemer. And that's where I saw Elizabeth face-to-face. We connected instantly. I knew that I want to be able to connect with people. I want to be able to talk to people. I want to be able to read their chat and talk. I tried to do the Google Hangout so that I could have a couple people on and we were just talking back and forth. That's what that's the reason I started. The live stream is just like the icing on the cake. That's more like for me. The live streams, and here's why I think, because I don't think too many people are going to go back and watch a live stream that's an hour long. Maybe 50 people that are our people that are in our group. They might go and watch just to see what was happening, but it's not going to be hundreds of people who don't know who I am are going to click on the live stream as they might my do-it-yourself planter basket or that kind of thing. So in that aspect, it doesn't do anything for my channel per se. I mean, I don't know how it does on views. I'm still learning how to really look at the analytics. But it helps me tremendously. It helps me learn who you guys are. Like what's going on. Talking in the chats. Like I get to be not the one chatting, but reading the chat while I'm trying. I'm not doing a very good job at reading the chats though. So small fry, I would say my videos are the meat and potatoes of my channel. That's me documenting my journey into this aquarium hobby. I've been documenting how I keep reptiles and amphibians, because before YouTube, I don't know that I was doing it the same or different than anybody. If I was, over the board, over the top, out of the park, or, but now I can see like different things. So I kind of enjoy sharing my stuff now. I can't say I share everything, because it's very hard when something hits the fan. Oh, hold on, let me get my tripod. I just got to get it done. Sometimes you just got to get it done. And I have a hard time chewing and walking and talking. And so when I'm doing water changes, even doing water changes, singing my water change song, I have flood the tank. I'm filling up the tank. I'm filling up the tank. My daughter goes to work. So bless her heart. And she'll call me about an hour into it if she saw that I started doing water changes. How's it going, Mom? I'm like, it's going good. Are you seeing if I flooded anything yet? Yeah. That's how many times. So, yeah. I have to concentrate on what I'm doing. So sometimes I can't always pull out the camera. So that's funny because now Chewy is saying that he thinks live streams attract people. I think they do attract people while they're happening. Somebody get in there, get involved. Rob in the house. Robin Aqua Funkity Funk. Woo! You missed it all, Aqua. That's it. You blinked. You missed it. Everybody's saying hey to Funk and Rob. How's that baby? How great is that? You remember getting a new car and wanted to take it everywhere and show it off? Baby's so much better. Yeah, I did just relate your baby to a new car. I'm sorry. Oh, Q says, I switched from Quantum Star back to Quantum Star Aquatics so people won't be confused anymore. I'm going to do my best not to be confused anymore. Candy, this is my sorry life. Small fry. I'm going to try to step out of my comfort zone and try one. So, small fry, I would absolutely, because that's done a world of difference for me. Just trying to go live. And Liz can attest to it. I think I've called Scott, John from KG Tropicals. I was about to lose it before live stream because I was so anxious ridden. But here's what's helped me in the last week. Every day I go on, set it to private, go live, 5 minutes, talk, say something, walk around, and then I go back and watch it. And you can see, like I say on Monday I did it, okay, there was no volume. Okay. Then Tuesday I did it, there was no video. I don't know what I did that didn't connect, even though my screen said live. Wednesday, so I just practiced private without going out there. That built up my confidence a little bit today. Like Liz called me about a half hour before. Oh, you gotta go, if you're gonna have problems, just let me know, and I was like, I think I got this. I think I got this. Now I don't know how to schedule a live stream. Although this one went live and it's on my schedule. I know how to schedule a live stream now. So that would be my suggestion. Yes, if you wanna give it and try it and get out of your comfort zone, as long as you don't get so anxiety ridden like I got, like that was insane. He is enjoying the pipe carving. That pipe, your husband reminds me so much of my dad with some of the stuff that he comes out with. Yeah, Emma's a doll. Jack and Dan says it's Jack. Dan's working on the tanks, but we're listening. Love posting our videos and have so much fun with our fish and turtles, and of course Lacey. Hey Jack and Dan, I know you can hear me. You are not in a studio. We can understand background noise. It happens. Thank you. Thank you. Even if this background noise might be on purpose. Sorry the neighbors knocked on the door. These are amazing people. What's going on, Fish Keeping Jamaica? I thought about that. Like, you're going live. That's live. And I mean, like, that sounded like the... Like, when I watch Saturday Night Live sometimes and they're doing skits and they cannot keep it together, that's what makes me chuckle, is they're live. There's no do-overs. You could try to recover from it, but there's no do-overs. Like right now, if a neighbor came in my backyard and started saying something, it's live. That's the part that was very scary. Oh my gosh. Mr. B said, people? Yes. Can I leaf blow my house? Yes, Candy. I'm telling you, if you got dust bunnies, get that leaf blower out. Get it all in one corner. I've never done that, just so you know. I believe that plants absolutely respond to talking. They respond to my talking. I should say. I wouldn't. They might respond if they were in a house where people were screaming and yelling at each other. It'd be interesting to see if they responded in a different way. But I sing to my plants. I sing to my fish. I talk. I have conversations with them in a very, very mellow voice. Matthew Moore, what's up? What's up, Matt Moore? I didn't bring my safe. I loved your video. I thought that was great on water conditioners. Sit up, hit that smash button. Let me tell you, Matthew Moore, one of the biggest questions I had when I started this hobby, it stopped me dead in my tracks, is am I supposed to add the conditioner in before the water, during the water, after the water? Do I have to mix it up first? Do I have to do it just for the amount replacing, or the whole thing? Like, all on just water conditioner. So that video that you had showing the different kinds was great. And the cost, I love the dropper part. Just that little syringe dropper part. Wow. I waste so much water conditioner. It's not funny because I can barely, I'm telling you, I'm sucking out of this tank, putting water in that tank, running out, putting it, like, maybe that's why I'm always flooding. I'm doing too much at one time. I think I just had a light bulb moment. Oh yes, one fish, two fish, got the 1,000 subscribers and growing. So I know for me, I got some playlists tonight I'm going to be watching with my girl, One Fish, Two Fish, ROC. And we're going to get her up to where she's monetized. Oh, tears of gratefulness. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so far behind the truck. Should I start on the bottom, work up? I just noticed, like, okay, I was going to say I'm going to read faster. I can't read faster. I'm going to try to read faster. So if somebody has a question for me, if you put the @Q Aquatics, I might see it. I might not. Scott, what about me? Oh, he's going to start. One stop live streams are great. Oh, Q, stop it. Your live streams are great. You're so sweet, Scott. Thank you. I love that bridge. Melvin, let me tell you, one man's trash is another man's treasure. Or woman's. That was garbage picked. So if you see like a playground being torn down, check it out. See if they have. That's where this came from, a child's playground. Free. And I love it. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. Something funny happened today. Well, not funny like, funny like, I have a little pond over here. It's in one of my videos. A mini pond. And it's about 60 or 70 gallons. And it holds my 3-inch fish. I got like 3 or 4. I got diamondback terrapin. I got her yellow belly slider. Eastern painted turtle. And 2 of them were basking. I think I got a picture of it. I'm like, where is the Eastern painted turtle? And I was getting nervous because they're inside this pond and then there's a gate around it. And I'm looking underneath all the plants. Okay, then I went about my day. Then I come out to this big pond and there she is with the big boys basking on the log with the big boys. I was like, wow. I was so impressed that somehow or another she got out of here. Thank gosh she did not leave my yard. And I'm working on filling little holes. There's 1 or 2 holes left that if they got that far, they could get out. And I'm just putting rocks there for now. But she got out of there, must have tumbled down somehow. And instead of leaving, she walked right to this pond. I was like, wow. And now I don't know if I'll be able to get her out because she's pretty darn quick. And I see him basking with the other ones. I was just like, wow. I got pictures of that. I was like, that is bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. I'm trying to get caught up on the chats. You guys are so awesome. Yeah, just not buying. I really want to make these enclosures for my babies. I shouldn't call them my babies. For my animals. And I can't do it like what they're used to. But I can do the best I can. Does that make any sense? Like right now, my Chinese water dragon. He has probably about 5, and he's only a little baby. He's only a little baby. About 6 months old. And he's got about a 10-gallon tank of water. he's got the trees. So he's got stuff, but he's going to need something so much more and a lot more enrichment. My blue-tongued skink. How am I going to replicate what Thirsty Rabbit has in his backyard? I don't think I can. But there's that 8-foot red box behind me that I'm going to turn into an enclosure where he can dig down. If it gets rain, he's going to have a house in there, and that's where he'll be for like 6 or 7 of the months. And then he'll come back in an enclosure. So yeah, that is my goal, is not to get more and more pets, but to fix what I have, or to enhance what I have, I should say. Tip time. Depends on what your goals are on YouTube, I guess. Some people have to treat it like a job to accomplish their goals. I thought about that. I do kind of, well, I don't treat it like a job, but I take commitment very serious. And if I say I'm going to do Sunday live stream, I'm doing Sunday live stream until I say I'm not. A commitment, something I learned 25 years ago when I got sober. Go figure. And I try really hard not to say I'm going to do something if I'm not sure. Because commitment. So it is kind of like a job, but it's like I can't just set aside 2 or 3 nights a week to do it. Like, I haven't figured that part out. It's like every moment I get, I'm either looking something up, calling somebody, checking on something, listening to a live stream. When I started fish keeping 2 years ago, coincidentally or not, I stopped watching TV. I haven't watched, and I was a TV, like from the time I walked in the house, I turned the TV on whether I was watching it or not. I don't even have cable anymore. Like, I don't watch TV. I have cable for the internet. And I know that's because of fish keeping, and YouTube has changed what I do and how I do it. I know that. Oh, Melvin, Chewy is a real radio podcast. Aw, is he? Chewy, you're gonna have to PM me. I want to talk to you. I want the real dirt on who Chewy is. I only know bits and pieces in the stream, and you have me intrigued. Who's lurking? Oh, Dee is eating. I hope you're eating something good, Dee. Just stay yourself and don't change. Well, thank goodness. I love that advice. Because at work, I have to try to be very, professional. And sometimes that takes effort. Because I'd rather just be me. I can say what I have to say, and it might not be appropriate for what I do at work. So, here on YouTube, the only thing I don't do that I do a lot in real life, I wish I didn't, is curse. But I have nephews, hi Nathan, that watch my live streams or watch my videos. And Calvin, I set up Calvin's tank, and I keep monitoring with his tank. Hi Calvin. I would hate to have them see me like dropping bombs here and there, you know. Tree says King of Queen Cichlids is one of the best CARES representatives. Oh, that's what a compliment that is. Okay, who watches a 2-hour live stream 3 months after word? That's what I'm talking about. So my live streams are for me and to connect with you. I don't think they really do my channel a whole lot. But right now, if I was live and somebody was just happened to, they would have to be a subscriber to see that I was live, though. So I don't think that does anything but for me. Priscilla, are you going to Aquatic Experience this year? I think you said you weren't. We had so much fun last year. Oh my gosh. An ice cream trip. I still have your artwork hanging up. I absolutely love it. You guys, Priscilla is amazing. Like, such talent. And Chris has that same kind of talent. It's like, wow. What's up, Priscilla? Everybody's saying, what's up, Priscilla? Get her ice cream. Oh, get her ice cream. That's right. Thought it was wind chimes. you gonna hear that? Are you freaking kidding me? He better be parking. That's my bike. I can tell it a mile away. That's my Harley Davidson. And I think he's just parking it in the garage. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Because if I told them that not to do that, especially after the kind of week we've had, that I'm always on social media, and you say, excuse me, sir, could you stop helping me clean up my garage because I'm on YouTube? That's the balance, huh? The give and take. I'm going to have to talk to him, though, about timing. Q is a pro. Hey, and that's funny. But thank you for saying that, but that's funny. If I can just be me and talk to everybody and not have to... Okay, I tried really hard to get my chat somewhere up here where the camera is, so that I'm looking at the camera. But the only way I can see you is if I look down at the chat, so it's like you're looking at my eyelids while I'm looking here. I go up here, and then you can see my phone. Oh, Shishi, Bubble Nest in the house. How's your fish room coming? I want to go visit Shishi. She lives where I used to live. She's like 2.5 hours up the road. Beautiful bike ride. Bubble Nest. Everybody's saying hey to Bubble Nest. If I went past the background with a blog. Yeah, he just might. So, so it says, yes, I'm getting a lap. Oh, he is in the background. Oh, he's taking out my trash. Hi, babe.
Fish people.
He said, hi, fish people. I love him. Even though he does the blowing during there, I'm going to stop that right there. Dramatic background music. Okay, family. This is when I go into nervous mode. Ah, Q, you are the best. No, Scott. We're all jumping on your live stream. This is going to be awesome. He's got topics that make you think, talk, debate. All good. Nobody gets angry. Nobody has to have a resentment. Everybody's allowed their opinion. You don't have to have the same opinion just to be somebody's friend. So I love these. And these are deep because some of us have spouses that are in the hobby and some of us have spouses that are not in the hobby and not happy about it. And other people have spouses that have left them because of this hobby. It might not just be the fish keeping hobby, but the fish tube hobby or the fish tube. Oh, Chewy, I think you came up with an excuse not to talk to me. How about Google Hangout? You have internet? We could do a Google Hangout. Not public, just you and me. I want to get to know Chewy. Because you fascinate me. Shishi, you're going. You're going where? Shishi, you're going. Shishi, are you going to Aquatic Experience? Ooh. I was going to, yeah, me too. Love that advice, Q. Ooh, I try not to give advice. Oh yeah, no, not AE. Too expensive. I know. It's because it's so close to New York, I think. That's why I'm sharing a room and sharing expenses. And falls out of her chair. You guys are so funny. Oh, I wonder if he took the leaf blower for a ride. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. I can't even. Now I have an image. Leave him alone. He's cleaning. Do not say a thing. Exactly. Do you know how hard? Oh, Mr. B, you relate. You get it. Okay. I'm keeping my mouth shut. And very grateful. It's like when one of my kids folds the laundry and they fold the towels in a different way than I do. Am I going to say anything? Oh, no, I'm going to say thank you. Or if they cook dinner and they don't use the same recipe, I say thank you. There's no way am I going to say, oh, you should use this pan or why don't you? I learned my lesson very young. Hi, Mr. Cube Aquatics. I'm not going to share that one with him, Matthew. He's Pone. He's a Pone. That's his name, Pone. I call him my pony. His last name's Pone, P-O-N-E, but I call him my pony. Awesome. Crack me up. No, these guys are cracking me up. A maggot in the house? Hey, Joe. And Shelby saying hi. Everybody's saying hey to Joe. I hope I didn't miss him. I hope he wasn't here for a long time. The wife tolerates it. Doesn't like the time that I spend sometimes, though. But Fish Tank Barn, is it the time that you're spending upkeeping the fish in the fish tanks? Or is it the time you're spending upkeeping and doing fish tube? That's where my struggle comes in. I think if I was a fish keeper only, it's a lot of time and a lot of work, but I think being a fish tuber triples it. Because being a fish keeper, my hands are in the aquarium all the time. I'm constantly either cleaning glass, primping this, cutting that, fixing that, trimming that, water changing, always. It's just 24/7, but I can do it while talking. I can do it while flooding. But the whole research and the editing and he hears the same phrase over and over again if I'm splicing a video. He hears my logo, my intro over and over because I'm trying to get the timing right with the next piece. I know that's got to sound like a 6-year-old playing the same part of a piano piece over and over and over again until they get it. I know it's got to sound horrible when you're not the one doing it. And don't pet any sweaty stuff. Ooh. Oh, the petty stuff. That's right. Sounds squatch. Exactly, Priscilla. Exactly. You did hear him one late night. Yes, you did. And I did a tour of his house. So we looked at his bearded dragon, my little nano reef tank, and the 74 Beaufront saltwater. He was funny, man. I couldn't get him to be straight guy at all. And yes, we're all going to head over to King and Queen Cichlids live stream. There's a link right here in the chat. Very excited about that. It's YouTube. Yeah, it's YouTube takes up a lot. It's very, very, very hard. But it's funny though, because he really likes the passion that it brings out in me. He likes the fact that I'm going to classes and learning. He loves the fact that when I talk to him about a turtle, I'm just beaming. Like, that part of it he absolutely loves. Or when I got monetized and I was dancing around the house like, I can't even say it like it was, because I was like, what? And I think it was 3 cents. I got 3 cents on a video, and I was like, you would have thought it was $3,000 or something. I was, whoa. So he loves that part of it. I just think he forgets sometimes that part of it comes with a lot of work. And unfortunately, a lot of it is this, right here. I'm looking something up, I'm taking notes, I'm marking things down, I'm trying to remember, I'm coming up with ideas, I'm video clipping and participating in live streams, and that part, like, he's watching Law and Order and I got my earbuds in, and he gets upset, like, and we watched the same episodes of Law and Order for the last 20 years. That's alright, but it's important. But when somebody else is going live unexpected, and it's like, oh, what? Something must have happened for them to be going live right now. Like, I gotta, you know what I mean? Oh, so this was great. I cannot wait to hear King and Queen and see them. I know some of the footage that they took have a lot to do with this. So I can't wait to see what he's got going on. You guys are so amazing. You're so supportive. I really, really, really appreciate it. And guess what? This is perfect timing because I just felt a raindrop. Isn't that amazing that it didn't rain at all for that whole time? And I just have a minute left and there's a drop. 2 drops. and I've got raindrops on my window. Okay. So I want to thank everybody for coming out to the live stream. I hope you guys all come back next Sunday, because I'm looking forward to this whole lineup, this whole Sunday lineup. I don't know if somebody's on before you, D, that I'm missing. And then I got to see Blackie today, Dr. Blackie, and it was just a blast. It was a blast, on and off, obviously while I'm doing other things. So I'm looking forward to Sundays. I love it. But thank everybody, and I will see you over at King and Queen Cichlids live stream. I will see you there. Thanks.